The family is getting loaded into the car. First, a 100-mile drive to take the kids to camp, a 100-mile drive back, and then Dave and Barbara rush to the airport to fly away on a second honeymoon. Mom has assured Dave that she can handle it.
All aboard for Camp Tokapee.
Yay!
Did he say Camp Tokapee? Are you sure you want to send your kids there? The trip is going uneventfully except for getting low on gas. Lucky there's a station just ahead. Pull in, fill up, pay the man, and get back on the road. Except the man wants to see Dave's ID before he'll run Dave's credit card, so pay the man may take a little bit longer.
Name, David Crabtree. Sex, male. Uh-huh. Color of hair, blonde. Uh-huh. Color of eyes, blue. License number K78900000.
What?
Expired.
It's expired by a day. Dave spaced out, renewing it the previous day. He says, I'll take care of it as quick as I get back to town.
It's only 12 more miles to camp. I guess I'll just have to be careful going home, that's all.
Well, I find that kind of worrisome.
Don't worry, just make out my bill. I won't get in trouble with the law, believe me.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you say that.
Look, Daddy, a sheriff's badge.
He's also the game warden and who knows what else. You saw that sign that said Pleasantville? Yeah, he is the town. He says, if you pass a driving test, I can let you go on your way. He's got his manual and everything.
That book was published in 1928.
Well, if you can drive a 1928 car, why can't I use a 1928 driver's test?
Yeah, you got me there.
I don't know, maybe because a lot has changed about driving in the last 37 years. I'm not sure he knows that.
At an intersection, who has the right of way? A cow or a bull?
A cow.
Sorry, boy, wrong again. The answer is that both critters got the right of way.
Oh, how's that?
Well, if the cow's got the right of way and the bull ain't, by the time you got close enough to tell which is which...
You run 'em over, both.
Right.
This is his driving test. Then that means the answer is the car has the right of the way and both the cow and the bull can wait.
When you crank your car, do you crank it clockwise or do you crank it counterclockwise?
I don't drive a car with a crank.
Well, you don't today, son, but you might tomorrow.
Needless to say, Dave fails the test. Or rather, the test fails him because he wasn't even an idea in 1928.
But how are we going to get to Camp Tokapee?
And how are we going to get back to town to catch the plane to the island?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't get there from here.
There's 4 of you and 1 of him. Grab him, hog tie him, go on your way, and dare him to come after you. But I keep forgetting, Dave's a nice guy. He needs to adopt my philosophy. Only be as big an as the occasion requires, but don't be afraid to be as big an as the occasion requires.
Oh, Cindy, honey, don't cry. Randy, listen. Barbara, honey,
Sorry about that.
That's it. Sorry about that. I think by now I'd be cramming his tears up his nose. There's a bus stop, but no bus has been by there since 1945. There's a phone booth, but the line has been down since 1945. 1945 will be a running attempt at a gag. It never quite reaches gag status, but we can give it a bronze medal for effort.
Camp Tokapee?
It's plain to see she doesn't have room for 2 more kids, but she can take a note to the camp and let them know what's happening. They try several things. Barbara and the kids take a walk down the road. Dave distracts the sheriff while Mom sneaks away. Then he joins them and away we go. Except Dave's distraction is a game of checkers and the sheriff is kind of a slow player.
Something went wrong?
I don't know, Randy.
Maybe that big bang was Sheriff Skinner's gun.
Well, let's all hope not.
Barb!
Oh, Dave, you're all right. You weren't shot.
What? No, but I almost got bored to death.
Where's the car?
It's just down the road a piece. Come on, let's go. You kids wait here. We'll be right back. Come on.
Dave tried to concede the game, but the sheriff wouldn't let him. But now they're here, the car is nearby, and they're all set.
Oh, no.
Hey, Sponge, come on, get out of there, boy. Come on.
Dave, stop it.
You stop him. What do you want me to do? Put my hand over his mouth?
Get everybody in, take the kids to camp, drop Sponge off on your way back.
Come on, Sponge. Come on, Sponge.
Well, what's going on here?
Boy, it's a good thing we stopped old Sponge before I had an accident.
You joshing me? Old Sponge can't drive a stick shift.
Wait, he knows about automatic transmissions, but he doesn't know about cars that don't require a crank? Now I want to get a look at his car. Next plan, have Barbara drive. Except she can't drive a stick shift either. He says, I'll coach you as we go, and once we're out of sight of Pleasantville's finest, we'll switch. My question? Mom can do all the stuff herself. Why doesn't he whisper to her that she needs to do the driving and ignore anything Barbara is doing? You could do a lot with that, especially Barbara's reactions when the car does something by itself. Instead, we get a stereotype.
Look out, Bud, look out!
What happened, Daddy?
What happened was the same thing that's been done 100 times before about women drivers, and it's still not funny. At least there's one bit of good news.
Are you the fellow that sent the note?
He's here to pick up the kids and take them to camp, so off they go. I always wondered what Waldo did with himself when he wasn't hiding from people. That takes care of the kids, but there's no way the parents are going to make their plane. Dave says, I promised you a second honeymoon, and we're going to have one.
Who loves you?
You do.
And who do I love more than anybody in the whole world?
Me?
And who's having the best second honeymoon ever?
We are.
Except we still haven't figured out how to you-know-what in this hammock.
And I know what comes next. I'm gorgeous, exciting, and not only beautiful, but the best pal and buddy you ever had.
Right.
But it won't do you any good. You caught him, and you clean him.
Our pal, the sheriff slash game warden slash everybody's personal annoyance, comes along and informs him that his catch is illegal, and that's our ending gag. Ha ha ha. Lots of comments on this show have said the scripts were phoned in, and this one definitely was. We have one stereotype after another, and it's frankly dull. The entire second act goes nowhere, literally and figuratively. You could cut from the driver's license scene to the lady in the Volkswagen to the guy picking up the kids and not miss a thing. We saw that the sheriff has no communication with the outside world, not even a phone, so there's no reason why they couldn't tell him to stuff it and be on their way. He wouldn't know what to do. Stereotypes like him never do. He's the type of character that you could put him in a round room, tell him old Sponge has to sit in the corner, and then spend the rest of the day watching him try to figure out how.